At least something good came out of that trip to Sarthal. I didn't find anything but dust. Here, this is fresh. I'll have another meal ready tomorrow. Let's get going then.
Doing that.
You there! You're the one they call Dragonborn? Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Miraak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him. You will be offering to the Master. I shall not fall!
No match at all.
The Northern Maiden is shipshape and ready to go.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Surprised you've never heard of it. It's an island northeast of here. Has a small dark elf town called Raven Rock, and a handful of Nords living in Skaal village. But I'm not going back there. There's something wrong about that place. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Hold on now. I'm just a simple sailor. I never wanted to get mixed up in any of this. All right, I'll take you. But we leave immediately. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. You've picked one of the worst places in Morrowind to do that, but suit yourself. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here, and we've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion? Revenge for the enslavement of their people? Or perhaps both? Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland. Giolan, I was starting to wonder what happened to you.
We were delayed by bad weather. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But
what?
This load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Jolland, you know we don't have that much coin.
Look, the East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again. And there's nothing I can do about it.
After all these
Talk to Captain Galland if you're looking to book passage.
every last drake we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, Admiral. Don't worry about rushing it. Just pay me when you can.
Yes?
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer to the Redoran Guard.
Damn Ash.
I work for Mogrul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
You haven't seen Cretius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again. No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know. I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Cretius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble. It's the only tool tough enough to crack Stalrim, is what it is. Not many of those beauties left in the world. Forging them is a lost art. The one Cresius borrowed came from the Skaal village up north. I, traded them some goods for it. Calling Stalrim an ore is like calling my forge a campfire. Some folks say it's enchanted ice, but I think there's more to it than that. I don't think I've come across more than a chunk or two in my lifetime, and smithing's my trade. If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skaal village. Someone there's bound to know more about it than I do. A fine question, and the one that I hear most often from visitors to our town. I wish I had a more romantic tale to tell, but I was simply seeking my fortune and chose Raven Rock to ply my trade. Besides, knowing how to repair bone mold armor wasn't very useful in Riften. I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Van Ryth, a very talented armorsmith. Spent a lot of time with the guy swapping smithing techniques. Learned a heck of a lot, including how to repair bone mold. After he moved on to greener pastures, I decided to pack up, move out here, and put those lessons to the test. Been here ever since. No, wait. Maybe. I don't know how I know that name. I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about this. You tell Cresius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Welcome to the Retching Corner Club, home of the finest Sue jammer that will ever grace your lips. If you've got gold on your hands, you might talk to Rallus up at Colbjorn Barrow. I've heard he wants to excavate the place. The ash spawn attacks on the bulwark are getting worse. Captain Veleth is trying his best, but I think the Redoran Guard are overwhelmed. Coast has been dangerous lately. Lot of reavers about. I've heard they're searching for the treasure of Aknir Deathbrand, the Pirate King. With the mine shut down, there's no telling how much longer Raven Rock's going to last. Hopefully, Councillor Morvain has a plan. With the mine shut down, there's no telling. With the mine shut down, haven't heard anything lately. But check back with me. You never know. The Redoran Guard have spotted a pack of werewolves in the mountains. The hunters up on Frostmoon Crag might know more. I heard crazy old Cresius has been sneaking in the Raven Rock mine again. At his age, he's going to get himself killed in there. Come back if you're feeling thirsty. I'll set you up right.
This is House Redoran territory. You do well. You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting.
They have forgotten.
May I ask what it is you're doing here?
Here do we toil.
Miraak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense.
That we might remember.
Miraak's been dead for thousands of years. I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient Temple of Miraak toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there.
By night we recruit.
Building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish. Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see how this all turns out. You are too young to remember the Nerevarine. He defeated Dagoth-Ur and saved us all from the Blight.
Far from ourselves.
It is the only place where silt striders can be found. Although I managed to transplant a few here when I arrived.
Our eyes once were blinded.
Red Mountain dominates the island. Every now and then, ash and debris from an eruption land on our shores. There is the big island of Ardenfell and the coastal mainland. House Telvanni has its properties on Vardenfell. I've never been to the mainland myself. It's the homeland of the Dunmer. The lesser races call us Dark Elves. We built great works there, like Vivek and Aldrun. Many of them are destroyed now, either by Red Mountain or the Argonian invasion. The ignorant think it is only a place of ash and lava. It has rolling green plains and swamps and verdant hills, too.
Here in his shrine.
Are we done? I thought so.
That they have forgotten. Here do we toil.
The ash from Red Mountain holds secrets.
That we
Secrets?
might remember.
By night we reclaim what by day was stolen.
He grows ever near to us.
Our eyes once were blinded.
Now through him
Your
we
hands.
see.
That seems inadvisable. Oh well, fascinating. By touching the stone, you appear to have fallen under whatever influence is affecting
And
the
when
islands.
the world shall listen.
I wonder how long this effect will last. Perhaps it is permanent.
And
as
when
with
the
others.
world remembers.
That would be a shame.
Here
You are an
in my
interesting
shrine.
exception to the otherwise universal phenomenon.
That you have forgotten.
Can you hear me? Do you have any free will? Ah, so you are able to resist the effect by exerting your will. Fascinating. I would not advise touching the stone again. The effects of repeated contact could be... Unless, of course, you'd like to contribute to my investigation. It could be very enlightening to observe you.
Far from ourselves.
Find my pickaxe yet? Glover Mallory's the name. If looking to protect yourself or deal some damage. You tell Crushes he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else. Either you're here... Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. You tell Crushes he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else. steel, dwarf. Take a look. Helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. You tell Cresius he better give that pickaxe back to me. Or else.
Understand the local custom of simply leaving one's trash wherever is convenient.
You lost?
May I have a word with you?
If you need a rod...
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer to the Reverend Guard.
A lot of folks around here look to strangers for help. I hope you won't disappoint them.
Squatting isn't tolerated
right behind
in the
you.
abandoned buildings. If you need a place to stay, head to the corner club.
I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know. Let's get going then.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place.
Need something? Find my pickaxe yet?
This island's nothing but a pile of rubble. What's the point trying to make a life here?
Glover Mallory's the name. If you're looking for a smith, you found one of the best.
You stuck in Raven Rock too? Horrible, isn't it?
There's nothing beyond... Can I help you?
May I have a word with you, Counselor?
Of course, Sindiri. What troubles you?
I was concerned about our food stores. Jalan can only carry so much on each journey, and I'm afraid we might run out.
I'll speak with Garen and see if we can't increase the crop production this season.
More often this year.
If you're looking for...
Damn it, woman. I said to leave me be.
Cresius, last time you explored the mine, you almost fell to your death. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a widow.
And I'm telling you that I'll do whatever it takes to find my great-grandfather's remains. He's down here. I can feel it.
That was almost 2 centuries ago. There may be nothing left to find.
Just let me go, woman.
Cretius, you're an obstinate old fool, and you're going to get yourself killed. My apologies for Cretius's ravings. That foolish old man thinks he's 30 years younger than he is. He's going to get himself killed traipsing around the mine. He's convinced himself that there's some sort of conspiracy involving the East Empire Company and the mine's closure. We came across some old letters that belonged to his great-grandfather in our house, and he believes every word written in them. Cretius's great-grandfather worked for the East Empire Company. The letters mention some sort of discovery he was sent to investigate. There's really nothing remarkable in the letters. I don't know what he's so excited about. Gratian Corellius. He was an explorer for the East Empire Company. They'd send him all over Tamriel when they had difficulties in a mining operation. Poor man. Can you imagine doing all that dangerous work just to end up dying at your own doorstep? There was a horrible accident, and he was killed when one of the tunnels collapsed. They were never even able to go down there and recover the body. The East Empire Company sealed that section off to prevent any more tragedies. Cretius is convinced it's a story cooked up by the company to cover up something else, but I don't know. My beloved is almost 80 years old, and I think the shock of finding one of his ancestors' things has left his mind a bit confused. I love him dearly, and I support everything he does, but I can't let him chase this silly idea, or he may end up joining Gratian in a rocky grave. To understand how we met one another, you have to appreciate what he's going through. Cretius is a third-generation miner. All his life, he's lived and breathed nothing else. By the time Cretius came of age, the ebony mine in Raven Rock was shut down. He took that quite hard. Our home has been in his family for over 200 years. Leaving would have been like abandoning precious memories. Instead, he stayed on Solstheim and spent most of his life prospecting for a new ebony source. Sadly, it never surfaced. A decade ago, this drove him into a deep depression. He shut himself inside his home and refused to come out. It was after refusing to allow anyone to bring him food, Councillor Morvain ordered his door to be knocked down before Cretius starved to death. I was a temple priest at the time, and they had me use my healing arts to restore strength to his ailing body. I stayed for a while and cared for him, then I suppose we fell in love. Far from it. In fact, I'm no longer welcome there. In all honesty, it came down to a disagreement between what I believe and what Elder Othraloth believes. I'd prefer not to get into the details, but let's just say our opinions about the current status of the Tribunal vary widely. I think so, but from where? I can't recall. It's difficult. Something about it doesn't feel right. A temple here on the island. That's all I can recall. Be careful out there.
Who in the blazes are you? Can't you see I'm busy? Why should I tell you? I don't even know who you are. Sure, ignore the ravings of a crazy old man. Why should I tell you? I don't even know who you are. Maybe. Been difficult trusting people lately. They think I'm crazy. But mark my words, these mines hold a secret that could put Raven Rock back on the map. A secret the East Empire Company swept under the rug 2 centuries ago. It killed my great-grandfather and left Raven Rock with a worthless and tainted mine. You never heard of them? They're the largest trading company in Tamriel. originally charted by the Emperor of Cyrodiil himself. Gratian Caerelius. He spent his entire life exploring ancient ruins across Tamriel, and he died in these very mines almost 200 years ago. The East Empire Company called it a terrible accident, claiming that he was lost in a rockfall, but I know better. My wife and I were cleaning out our home, and we came across some of my great-grandfather's things locked in an old chest. I found an unsent letter he'd written to the East Empire Company, and a key. It describes a discovery that was made in the mine by some of the diggers. They wanted Gratian to take a closer look. The East Empire Company must have felt it was of great value, as they locked that section of the mine off from everyone else. It is. Well, I assume it is. I haven't been able to find the entrance. Finally, someone who believes me. I'm telling you, there's something big down there. Something that the East Empire Company wanted to hide from everyone. Look, my wife nags that I'm too old to go traipsing around these mines chasing my story. Time's my enemy. It's caught up with me before I could find the answers that I'm looking for. I do. I want to know what happened to Gratian, and what the East Empire Company is keeping from all of us. Gratian kept a journal of notes about his discoveries. If you can find his remains, I'm hoping it will help. Here's everything I have. The letter, the key. Please, do this for me, so I can finally regain the respect that I've lost. The damn fool doesn't even deserve to have it. The pickaxe was made for mining, not selling. I'll bet he stole it from the Skaal in the first place. Oh, very well. Here, tell him I hope he drops the thing on his foot. She thinks that old age has addled my mind, that I'm seeing things when there's nothing to be seen. I realize she cares about me, but she has to understand that I can't rest until I find out what happened to Gratian. Then I'll settle down peacefully and never set foot in this mine again. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, even before I discovered Gratian's old things. I just hope both of you don't mistake my enthusiasm for insanity. Look, I know I don't have much to go on. I have that unsent letter, and that's really it. But I also have a miner's instinct that's run in my family from before Gratian was even born. I may sound like a crazy old man to you, but I'm telling you, the tunnels here are solid. They would never collapse like that. I recognize the name, but I don't know how I know it. It sounds so familiar. It's so strange. I feel like it's from a dream. Something about the Earthstone and a shrine. That's it. That's all I can think of. Be careful down there. The mine can be treacherous.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
Try the lower sections of the mine. I've never been able to get that far.
Why you're leading Cretius on... I'll never understand.
Fus Ruda! Fus Ruda! Again. Challenger is near! This is what you want. Boost!
So, another seeker after knowledge enters my realm. I am Hermaeus Mora, Prince of Fate and Lord of Secrets. This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is hoarded. Perhaps you will prove clever enough to uncover the secrets hidden here. If so, welcome. Oh, perhaps you are a fool or a coward. If so, you are in peril. Read your book again and escape before Apocrypha claims you forever. challenge you receive! Foolish sport! There can be no other rest.
Fus Ruda!
Use your smarts, he said. Well, I'm supposed to figure
Call
out
him
which
my
college
bluff
he
when he
meant.
rolls dragon eyes. The fool. What was that? Ha! Found you.
Fus Ruda!
Time to die, Outlander!
Why? Never seen a Redoran guard before?
Fus Ruda!
Still here. You lead. I'll follow.
You're back. Please, tell me what you found. Let me see that. Huh, I knew it. Gratian's death wasn't because of a rockfall. It was just a story to keep people away from the tombs. Now that I have his journal in hand, I can get some closure from the East Empire Company. Make them pay for lying to everyone. Thank you. Now, I believe I owe you a little more than a debt of gratitude for all that work you did. Here, it's not much, but it's the best an old retired miner can do. Mark my words, Raven Rock isn't finished yet.
Thanks. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. Some of the Redoran Guard have taken to calling them Ash Spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction. Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind, and I'd hate to lose any more Redoran Guard. We were searching the farm when the Ash Spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful. No one knows, really. Superstitious folks say they're the risen forms of those that died long ago, but I'm not so certain. They started attacking the bulwark a few weeks ago. My men were able to kill them, but they keep coming back. We've had 2 other assaults on the bulwark, at different spots on the wall. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like they're becoming more organized and probing it for weaknesses. Exactly. Something has to be directing them against us, and we need to find out who or what it is. I don't. All I know is that the Ashspawn are coming from this direction, so this is as good a place to start as anywhere else. Good thing the farm's been abandoned for a long time. I'd hate to see what they would do to an unarmed farmer and his family. Not sure. I was told it was an old Imperial farm that was wiped out by the eruption of the Red Mountain. Not certain who lived there. It was already a pile of rubble when I arrived in Raven Rock. I've had to muster some more men to protect the mine, but I don't really have a problem with that. Second Councillor Arano is concerned that once word reaches the Reavers that the mine has reopened, they might think about paying us a visit. I say let them try. My men are ready for them. I might know someone, or maybe not. I can't remember. I can't. I just can't be sure. I think maybe he had something to do with a temple. A temple here on the island. Does that help? Report back to me if you discover anything unusual.
Wood! 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 Ah! Wood! 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 Wood!
Time to die,
I'll have your head.
Wood! Wood! Nakast!
Our hands once were idle. Now through them does he speak.
And when the world shall listen.
That world will cease to be.
Here, in his temple.
You must fight against what is
That
controlling.
they have forgotten.
You must listen to me. You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here? I am Freya of the Skaal. I am here to either save my people or avenge them. I am unsure. Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstheim. It makes them forget themselves and work on these horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself.
What by day was
My
stolen?
father Storn, our shaman, says Miraak has returned to Solstheim, but that is impossible. Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below. It is an ancient stone of power, a connection to the All-Maker. It represents one of the aspects of nature, a part of the All-Maker's creation. There are other stones around Solstheim. I fear for what has happened to them. Isra! Can you hear me?
I knew.
Where did you come from? I am sorry, but you left me with no choice.
Our hands once were idle.
Now to them does he speak.
The evil in this place must be rooted out. His story is as old as Solstheim itself. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most did. A priest in their order. But unlike most, he turned against them. He made his own path, and his actions cost him dearly. The stories say he sought to claim Solstheim for himself, and the dragons destroyed him for it. There are few of us left unaffected by this curse. My father Storn, the shaman, protects them in the village. I fashioned an amulet to guard me against whatever has taken hold of the Skaal, but it is the only one of its kind. If I cannot find a way to save them, there is no hope for our people. We have lived on Solstheim for many generations. Our people are tied to the land itself. We try to serve the All-Maker, to live in balance with nature, instead of exploiting it, as others would. We must find out what is at work here. Are you ready to help me now? We should not delay. We should check these rooms for supplies before heading further into the temple. Take your time. I shall follow you when you are ready.
I shall not fall!
We must be careful in these ruins. Traps can be anywhere, and there will likely be many. Miraak was trying to take power here, and protect himself in the process. I do not wish to imagine the kinds of things that happened in this chamber. Who are the poor souls, trapped in these cages? What tortures did they suffer at Miraak's hands? Was it in service to the dragons, or for his own purposes? Look up there. I think I see something. The stairs are knocked out. I have no doubt you can find a way up. You never know. You may find something of value up there. I shall look around. We can proceed when you are ready. Impressive. Was it worth the effort? And so it ends.
Find them!
Over here!
Where did you come from?
Miraak, help me.
And so it ends. And so it ends.
I don't like where this is going.
I am sorry, but you left me with no choice.
I smell weakness.
Victorious!
There could be no other end. A challenger is here!
By your maker!
A challenger is
I'm sorry, but you left me with no choice. I'm not going down there. It would be foolish to attempt it. You have a much better chance than I to make it through these traps. I have no doubt that lever turns these blades off. I shall wait here for now. Thank you. Miraak took great pains to make it difficult to reach him, it seems. Let us hope that is the last of these traps.
Miraak, help me.
I do not know what it is Miraak learned that gave him reason to turn on his masters. But his path seems to have been a cruel one. I wonder if we will find some answers to what happened so long ago. I thank you for your protection, Arnie. I thank you for your protection, Arnie. Where to go? I am sorry, but you left me with no choice. Interesting. This may be worth exploring. I suspected there would be something down here. Do you know those spells already?
Over here!
I jumped.
And so it ends.
I don't like where this is going.
I had heard Miraak had turned against the dragon cult, but to display the remains in such a manner as this... It is no wonder the dragons razed his temple to the ground. Seeing the remains hung up like trophies must have enraged them to no end. Something feels wrong. Brace yourself! Where did you come from? Die! I am sorry, but you left me with no choice. Dead end? Impossible. There must be something more. Look around. I will let you know if I find anything in the dining area. I knew it. A secret passage in the dining area just opened up. This must be it. Let us move quickly. I wonder if there is something here that tells the story of Miraak. Nothing but ruined books. I do not recognize this statue. It is eerily quiet. I do not suspect that will be the case the further we go. Be on your guard.
master is near!
There was no other way it could
Match
end.
it all. I smell. Weakness. I smell his nearness.
I thank you for your
No
protection.
match at all.
There are dark magics at work here. Ready yourself. This book, it seems wrong somehow. Here, yet not. It may be what we seek.
What are you doing?
The time comes soon when... What? Who are you to dare set foot here? Ah. You are Dragonborn. I can feel it. And yet... You have done little beyond killing a few dragons. You have no idea of the true power a Dragonborn can wield. This realm is beyond. You have no power here. And it is only a matter of time before Solstheim is also mine. I already control the minds of its people. Soon they will finish building my temple, and I can return home. Send him back where he came from. He can await my arrival with the rest of Tamriel.
What happened to you? You read the book and then... It seemed as though you were not really here. I could see you, but also see through you. Where? Where is he? Can we reach him? Can we kill him? This is a dangerous thing, then. We should return to my village and show this to my father. Perhaps Thorn can make sense of what is going on. Come, there looks to be a way out through here. You see that green light? That comes from the Windstone, where my people work against their will. They must be freed soon. The village is just ahead. Storn has used his magic to raise a barrier around it, protecting the few of us left. That the barrier is still there is a good sign.
I wish you would stop doing that. Not again.
challenger is near!
Father, I have returned. There is yet hope.
Freya, what news do you bring? Is there a way to free our people?
No, but I have brought someone who has seen things. He has confirmed that Miraak is indeed behind the suffering of our people.
I feared that it would be so.
But how is that possible? After all this time?
I fear there is too much we do not yet know.
Please, Tell Storn what has happened.
So you have seen things, yes? My magic grows weak, and so does the barrier around our village. Time is short. Tell me what you know. How do you know this? The legends speak of that place. Terrible battles fought at the temple. The dragons burning it to the ground in rage. They speak also of something worse than dragons buried within. Difficult to imagine, but if true, it means what I feared has come to pass. Miraak was never truly gone, and now has returned. If you could go to this place and see him, are you like Miraak? Are you Dragonborn? Then perhaps you are connected with him. The old tales say that he too was Dragonborn. I am unsure. It may mean that you could save us, or it may mean that you could bring about our destruction. But our time here is running out. The few of us left free of control cannot protect ourselves for much longer. You must go to Saring's Watch. Learn there the word that Miraak learned long ago, and use that knowledge on the Windstone. You may be able to break the hold on our people there, and free them from control. Much of what was known has been lost to the ages. He was Dragonborn, and yet he served the dragons. A priest in their order, highly esteemed and very powerful. Then he turned against them, becoming something they feared. He was defeated long ago, but it seems he was never really destroyed. Some dark influence wields power over them, forces them to forget themselves and act against their nature. At first, it was only during the night, but now every moment is spent building some strange shrine around the Windstone. I believe if the shrine can be destroyed, the Skaal will be free once more. Miraak is behind what is happening to our village, and so the knowledge she has gained as Dragonborn is at the heart of it. You are Dragonborn as well. You too can wield this power, perhaps to a better end. Allmaker, shelter you.
If anyone can help us now, it is you.
I cannot maintain the barrier for much longer. What? Wood! 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 By the blood of Boethia.
Find my pickaxe yet? You tell Kresh. he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
This. A fight!
You tell Cresius he better give
Always
that
a pleasure
pickaxe
to
back to
watch
me,
when a man like
or
you
else.
walks by.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. So, you finally tracked down old Cresius, eh? Quite a character, isn't he? Tell you what, since you went through all the trouble of finding it for me and all, you keep it. I just wanted to remind that codger you can't just go around taking things from other people. Now that you've delivered the message, I'm satisfied. Besides, that pickaxe hasn't done me any good in years. Maybe you can put it to good use. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right. You got a good thing going here now that you've reopened the mines. Don't let it go to waste. Glover Mountain. I've always had a steady stream of work thanks to the Veteran Guard, so it hasn't affected me much. However, I've seen the smile on people's faces, and there's hope around here once again. Something we've been lacking for a long time. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
Still here. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know. You lead. I'll follow.
You lost?
I have a word with you, Counselor.
Of course, Sindiri. What troubles you?
I was concerned about our food stores. Jalan can only carry so much on each journey, and I'm afraid we might run out.
I'll speak with Garen and see if we can't increase the crop production this season.
Sorry, Sindiri. I fear we'll be feasting on ash yams a bit more often this year.
If you need a rock...
You've brought Raven Rock back from the brink, traveler. I don't know how to thank you.
You got a good... thing going here.
Moku, care for anything from my stand today?
Yes, yes. Disgusting. I'd rather eat cheese than sun.
Look, I know why you're here. I'll get the coin, I promise.
If you want that beautiful wife of yours to stay that way, you better.
Wood! 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 Wood!
Nothing to worry about at all. They said it couldn't be done. They said it, but they were wrong. They said it couldn't be done. They said it, but they...
It's working! I'm flying! I'm really flying!
What?
Wood! 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 Door!
Thank you for your help. We will meet again soon.
Force Roda!
Ah, a fresh mortal who seeks to bargain with me. Let's make a deal.
Ah, sweet oblivion, soon I shall return.
Go!
Time to die!
Good enough.
That's it.
Go!
Excuse me.
cannot best you.
It's a shame that was necessary.
What in Mundus am I doing out here at this?
We're nearly out of coal again.
You have prevailed. I can feel it. The air is different. We are safe, which means you have succeeded. So it is. You have proven yourself an ally to the Skaal, and so the Skaal shall be allies to you. If you have released the Windstone and broken the hold on my people, perhaps you can do the same for the rest of Solstheim. I doubt it will fully stop whatever Miraak is doing, but it may slow his progress. I cannot help with that. None here can. You will need the knowledge Miraak himself learned. You will need to learn more about this Black Book. Miraak had this? This does not look like something of the dragon cult. It is a dark thing, unnatural. I would have nothing to do with it. But the dark elf wizard, Neloth, he came to us some time ago, asking about black books. I believe he knows a great deal about them. Perhaps too much. Seek him out to the south. Be cautious, Dragonborn. There is something else at work here. Our traditions do not speak of them, but they and Miraak are connected. You read a black book and saw him. And the book's power comes from the same dark source as that which corrupted the Windstone. But beware, you are now walking the same road as Miraak. He also is searching for them. In fact, he has already found one. He showed it to me when he came here. It was very like the one you found in Miraak's temple. A thing of dark magic, not of the All-Maker. The power of the stone had been corrupted. It was the source of the influence that had taken control of the Skaal. Your shout broke whatever evil will controlled the stone, and restored its true nature as a conduit of the All-Maker's gifts. Freeing the other stones will diminish whatever dark influence is spreading across Solstheim. Yes, there are 6 sacred stones: wind, water, earth, beast, sun, and tree. Through them, the oneness of the land is maintained. Freya saw that the tree stone now stands imprisoned in Miraak's new temple. I doubt that you can free it until his power is broken. But you may be able to cleanse the other stones. Even if this does not stop Miraak, it surely will delay his return. You are an outsider, and I don't know if I can make you understand. I will try. The All-Maker is the maker of all things, and it is from the All-Maker that life flows like a great river. As all rivers must return to the sea, so all life returns in time to the All-Maker. I know our ways must seem strange to you, But the 9 gods of the Empire are equally strange to us. As shaman of Skaal village, I serve as both a guide and a healer, as well as a keeper of traditions. I also remind the Skaal to live as one with nature, and to honor the will of the All-Maker, so that we will be worthy to join him in death. All-Maker, shelter you.
For many years
So
now,
the
I have attended to
dragons have
Storm,
returned.
learning his ways.
Well, the Skaal have survived.
It's good that our people are now free. We can attempt to restore balance to our home. Join you? You mean leave the village to journey with you and fight at your side? Well, I'm flattered, but the village is my home. It's very rare for one of the Skaal to leave, and I have responsibilities here. You're right. I suppose the others can get by without me for a while. Very well. If you need my help, seek me out here in the village. It was Skaal the Giant, our former chieftain, who taught me the ways of battle. He was a great bear of a man, and a fearsome warrior. I used to be terrified of him when I was a little girl. I was a restless and angry child, and Skaal taught me swordplay, so that I could, as he used to say, put that fire to good use. He was a great man, and a good leader. I miss him dearly. She died when I was very young. She was caught in a terrible snowstorm while returning home from gathering firewood. You must understand that for the Skaal, life is a constant hardship. We take nothing for granted. We cannot afford to. Between the wolves, the weather, and the threats in the south, even a simple task like gathering wood for the fire can turn deadly in an instant.
Nicholas is restless. He's like an eagle, always seeking to fly somewhere new.
We are bound to this land, like a great pine with roots that run as deep as the tree is tall. I know it must seem strange to you, but for us, the thought of leaving our village is equally strange. The land and the Skaal are one. There is no other way to say it. All-Maker guide you.
Why am I out here? I need to get back and make Master Neloth's tea.
Why are you out here? Aren't you supposed to be in the tower assisting me?
Why won't this summoning work? If you must know, I'm trying to get this Ash Guardian spell to work. Now let me concentrate. Besides, shouldn't you be worrying about the damage to the tower?
Master Neloth has tasked Alenia with repairing the tower.
Nothing.
In the lab, where it would be safer for all of us.
The lab is too small. Also, I need the ashy soil. Master Neloth knows what I'm doing. No need to bother him about it, though. He's quite busy at the moment.
It's on your head if something goes wrong. Just let me get back inside.
No Ash Guardian. Maybe the book has something.
We don't get many visitors. Is there something you need? Talvis is Master Neloth's apprentice. If you're interested in spells, he might be willing to sell you some. Elenia is our alchemist. She specializes in mushrooms and other types of fungus.
Oh, rotated, that...
Ulves runs the kitchens. Tel Mithrin. It's the home of Master Neloth. You may have heard of him. He's a famous Telvanni wizard. No, Talvis is his apprentice. I'm his steward. I manage the day-to-day affairs of Tel Mithrin. In Morrowind, the Telvanni grow buildings from special fungus spores. Master Neloth grew one here to be his home. Don't ask me how. All right, then.
I don't think you belong here. Does Master Neloth know about you? Yes, I'm trying to summon an Ash Guardian. I'm just having trouble deciphering Master Neloth's handwriting. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to concentrate. Need something? This is Master Neloth's tower. He's a Telvanni wizard. You've never heard of the great houses of Morrowind? House Telvanni is the house of the Master Wizard, one of the ruling houses of Morrowind. Master Neloth is one of the oldest and most respected members of House Telvanni. Not so much with, as for. I am Master Neloth's apprentice. He's teaching me the art of sorcery. Well, he is a very great wizard. It's a great honor for him to have taken me as his apprentice. To be honest, it's horrible. He's very unpleasant and hardly teaches me anything. Sometimes he uses me in his experiments. Even so, I pick up a lot from just watching him. Until next time.
First, it's ash spawn attacks, then my home withers. It's almost like someone was out to get me.
You again? Didn't I see you in Raven Rock?
You refer to the tomes of esoteric knowledge that old Hermaeus Mora has scattered throughout the world? Is this somehow connected to your search for Miraak? If you have to ask that, you'd probably be best leaving his books to wiser heads than yours. Like all Daedric princes, he's not to be trifled with, but he is subtler than most of his ilk, appropriate for the Prince of Knowledge and Fate. Many scholars and lore masters have been ensnared by the lure of learning the secrets that only Hermaeus Mora possesses. But don't worry, I have no intention of joining them in their endless search through the infinite halls of Apocrypha. You didn't know? I thought it was obvious. Hermaeus Mora has always tried to seduce mortals into his service with the lore of forbidden knowledge. Where the Black Books actually came from, no one really knows. Some appear to have been written far in the past. Others might be from the future. Apparently, time is more malleable if you're the Daedric Prince of Fate and Destiny. Found one? Yes. And you read it too, didn't you? Don't try to deny it. You've got the look. I can see it now. Dangerous knowledge is still knowledge and therefore useful. Usually turns out to be the most useful, in my experience. Now that is a dangerous path indeed. Hermaeus Mora gives nothing away for free. You may end up like Miraak, of course. Too power-mad Dragonborn. It could be very interesting. Oh yes, they're not hard to locate once you know how to look for them. I have one here that I've been using to locate more. Yes, I haven't been idle while this fascinating madness engulfed Solstheim. But my book isn't what you're looking for. I'm quite sure it is unconnected with this Miraak. But I do know where to find a black book that can help you. Oh, it is clearly not associated with the same power that has overtaken the island. And I'm not talking about Hermaeus Mora. These black books are all his, of course. No, what you're looking for is a specific book, presumably because Miraak's power derives from it. Yes, I do. I haven't been able to get it, though. But maybe together we can unlock the secrets the Dwemer left behind. Forbidden knowledge was somewhat of a specialty of the dwarves, eh? You don't think they would just leave it alone, do you? It seems the ancient Dwemer discovered this book and took it to study. I found their reading room in the ruins of Nachardak. The book is there, but it's sealed in a protective case, which I wasn't able to open. But perhaps the two of us, together, will be able to get at the book. To Nachardak, then. Follow me. I hope this is important. I do have a new spell I'm working on. I hope to be able to conjure ash spawn. If I could get a sample of ash from an ash spawn, that would be quite useful. I've made this special tool that will extract... Well, you don't need to know the details. Just go harvest a sample. Of course, the creature will have to be dead first, but I trust that's something you can bring about. I don't know, but I mean to find out. I still have some research to do before I'll know anything for certain. I could, but I won't.
It wouldn't do to have you become better than me, after all. Let's be on our way, then. The Dwemer certainly knew how to build for the ages. These towers have outlasted their creators by millennia. The book is housed inside that dome. I'll need to unlock the door for us. Let's get on with it. Watch where you're going. Where did they come from?
Not good enough.
The Dwemer of Nachardak appear to have been fond of these control pedestals. Luckily, I found a cube to operate it inside on my last visit. I sealed the door when I left to keep out ignorant meddlers. Let me unlock it. The book is just inside. So tantalizingly close. But trust me, no magic will open that. I'd have had the book already if it could. No, we'll have to do this the hard way. If we can restore the steam supply to this room, I'm certain I can open it. As you'll see, that's easier said than done. This way to the boilers. Follow me. Chardak, the city of 100 towers. In its day, it was the largest of the great Dwemer archives, and perhaps the most advanced. In the old stories, when the Nords came to conquer it, it said the Dwemer submerged the entire city beneath the sea until the invaders gave up. I have my doubts, but the city was a marvel of Dwemer engineering, now reduced to this. As you can see, most of the lower levels of the city are flooded, but it isn't hopeless. The old Dwemer pumps still seem to work. Watch. But the pumps only operate when a cube is in the pedestal. Unfortunately, I only have one cube. These 4 boilers provide steam to the room upstairs. They're shut down, but they still respond to the control cubes. So, if we can find 4 more cubes, we can turn these boilers back on and restore steam power to the room upstairs. Then I should be able to open the book's protective case. Bring that cube. We'll need it. Yes, here we are. This device shows the location of 4 more cubes in this section of the city. It looks like most of the cubes were moved to the lower levels, perhaps to try to control the flooding before the city was abandoned. Interesting. That would suggest that the city must have originally sunk during the first cataclysm of Red Mountain. Or that the Dwemer's servitors continued to try to preserve the city after their creator's disappearance. 3 of the cubes are through here. This seems like a sensible place to start. I hope the rest of the cubes are this easy to find. Although knowing the Dwemer, I rather doubt it. Nothing I can't handle! What's that? These must be the great workshops of Nachardak. Impressive, even in ruins. In the city's days of glory, it was reputed to be able to assemble a complete automaton in a single day. Much of the Dwemer's army at the Battle of Red Mountain must have come from here. It looks like we'll need to lower the water level to make any more progress. I believe these pillars will activate the pumps for this room, assuming they still work. Ah, good. Now we can see if we can find a way to get that next cube. I'm out this instant. Aha!
Hey, be careful! What are you doing?
No match for my magic. Unfortunately, shuts down the corresponding pumps, raising the water. Will have to be Let's see where this leads. Very good. By my count, we've found a total of 4 cubes, assuming you haven't dropped any anywhere. last cube is somewhere in here. I hope it won't require more swimming around in this filth. I'd guess that must be the pump activator up there. But how to reach it? Well, that's progress of a sort, but we'll need all three down at once to get to the pump. That's it. Don't touch anything else. Quickly now. Who's by the fires of Red Mountain? No match for... That was easier than I expected. I'm glad you were here to do all the hard work. Now we can finally see about getting those boilers started. That seems to have done it. Good. It took longer than I'd hoped, but at least it's finally done.
There can be no other end.
Look out! Another steam centurion! I'm going to head back upstairs and see if the reading room has steam. If so, it should be a simple matter to release the book. At last. I hope it was worth it. Please, be my guest. You deserve the first look. Besides, it could be very dangerous. These books are known to drive many people insane. Oh, good. Be sure to say hello to her.
I wish you would stop doing that.
All seekers of knowledge come to me, sooner or later. I am Hermes Mora, the gardener of men, knower of the unknown, master of fates. You stand in my realm, mortal. You have entered my realm. You have sought out the forbidden knowledge that only one other has obtained. You are Dragonborn, like Miraak before you, a seeker of knowledge and power. No. Look around you. You have done nothing here on your own. You could spend 100 lifetimes searching my library, and you will never find what you seek. I know what you wanted. To use your power as Dragonborn, to bend the world to your will. Here then is the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it. The second word of power. Use it to bend the wills of mortals to your purpose. But this is not enough. Miraak knows the final word of power. Without that, you cannot hope to surpass him. Miraak served me well, and he was rewarded. I can grant you the same power as he wields, but all knowledge has its price. He has served me long and well, but he grows restless under my guidance. His desire to return to your world will spread my influence more widely, but it will also set him free from my direct control. It may be time to replace him with a more loyal servant. One who still appreciates the gifts that I have to offer. Even dragons submit to Miraak's voice. Without that power, you cannot face him. So say I, Hermes Mora, master of the tides of fate. Knowledge for knowledge. The Skaal have withheld their secrets from me for many long years. The time has come for this knowledge to be added to my library. My servant Miraak would have found a way to bring me what I want. So will you, if you wish to surpass him. Send the Skaal shaman to me. He holds the secrets that will be mine.
What happened? What did you see? Different people have very different experiences when reading these books. You're still acting surprisingly sane, too. What did he have to say? He must have wanted something from you. What secrets could they have worth keeping from old Mora? Sounds like a bargain to me. Hermaeus Mora learned some fascinating new ways to skin a hawker, and you become the second most powerful Dragonborn that ever lived. Well, that gives me a lot to think about. I need to get back to Telmithran. I have some ideas about how to locate more of these black books. It's good to have everyone not running off to that... By Malakat's toner! Well, that... Door! Right. I need to get back to Telmithran. I have some ideas about how to locate more of these black books.
Huh?
And when the world shall listen.
Good! Ha! Good! Ha! Good! Ha! Good! Ha! Good! Ha!
Good! Ha! Fus Bruda! Good! Ha!
Never should have come.
Good! Ha! Good! Ha! Good! Ha! Good! Ha! Zephyr!
Think we've got to get back to our ship now. When the tide goes, we'll go with it. Hope our shipments are still good. How long has it been? Dior, you must be calm. I'm sure there's a good reason Baldur left us.
Something isn't right, Fenari. I feel it in my bones and I smell it in the air. Baldur wouldn't leave without telling someone.
Don't worry yourself over nothing, Dior. Do you want a head full of grey hairs before you've seen 40 winters?
It makes my heart heavy that you don't believe me, Fenari. Baldur could be in danger and you will do nothing. If you won't help me, then I'll ask the Allmaker to send someone else who can.
So the dragons have returned. Well, the Skaal have survived worse. We must look to the Allmaker for guidance in the Hermes Mora. Old Hermamora himself. So he is the source of Miraak's power. Of course. We have many tales of Hermamora trying to trick us into giving up our secrets to him. And now he comes again for what we have long kept from him. That is our name for him. The Demon of Knowledge. He has always been our enemy. Ah, ancient lore, handed down from shaman to shaman since the All-Maker first gave Solstheim to the Skaal. How to talk to the wind, how to listen to the earth. These are our secrets. Nothing of power or mastery. We know him as Hermamora, the demon of knowledge. It is in his nature to hoard secrets to himself. Their value to him is of no consequence. The very fact that the Skaal have kept knowledge from him has merely increased his desire to have it. So it falls to me to be the one to give up the secrets to our ancient enemy. I do not know if I have the strength to face him. The Tree Stone is still corrupted. The land is still out of balance. But with the other 5 restored, it may be enough. It will have to be. Yes. The Skaal also tell of the day when we must finally give up our secrets. When Hermamora finally wins. As shaman, it is my duty to guard these secrets, but also to decide when it is necessary to give them up. I believe that time is now. If I am wrong, may my ancestors forgive me. Give me the book. I will read it and speak to old Hermamora myself. I will make sure he lives up to his part of the bargain. That is my hope as well. I am trusting that you will make this sacrifice worthwhile.
Father, you must not do this. That book is wrong, evil, against everything you have taught me my whole life.
I must, Freya. It is the only way to free Solstheim forever from Miraak's shadow. There comes a time when everything must change. Nothing that lives remains the same forever. Do not fear for me, my daughter. This is the destiny that the All-Maker has laid out for me.
I stand beside you, Father, as always.
I am ready for whatever the foul master of this book has in store for me.
The Skaal yield up their secrets to me.
Father! No, stop!
I won't. I won't not for you.
Do something!
Dragonborn, you have delivered me the gift I requested. In return, I keep my promise, as befits a Prince of Oblivion. I give you the word of power that you need to challenge Miraak. You will be either a worthy opponent or his successor, as the tides of fate decree.
Father! What have you done? I think he knew what would happen. He saw it. Go! My father sacrificed himself so you could destroy Miraak and lift his master's shadow from the land. Go then! Kill Miraak! Do not fail. Do not let his death be for nothing. Go, and stop Miraak. I do not blame you. I know he chose this. I just wish he had seen another way. Leave me to mourn my father. I have no more words for you now.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Goodbye.
Good! Hail, Thuri. Your Thu'um has the mastery. Climb aboard, and I will carry you to Miraak. Beware. Miraak is strong. He knew you would come here. I sense nothing nearby. At once, Zu'ufen Al. As you command. Move and creep. I will look for a spot to land. Croesus Thuri. That is impossible.
So, Rotar, are you so easily swayed? No, not yet. We should greet our guest first. And so the first Dragonborn meets the last Dragonborn at the Summit of Apocrypha. No doubt, just as Hermaeus Mora intended. He is a fickle master, you know. But now I will be free of him. My time in Apocrypha is over. You are here in your full power, and thus subject to my full power. You will die, and with the power of your soul, I will return to Solstheim and be master of my own fate once again. Crucible! Kadeen! Hermaeus Mora is last. No.
Did you think to escape me, Miraak? You can hide nothing from me here. No matter. I have found a new Dragonborn to serve me.
May he be rewarded for his service, as I am.
Miraak harbored fantasies of rebellion against me. Learn from his example. Serve me faithfully, and you will continue to be richly rewarded.
I can feel it. The tree stone is free again. The oneness of the land is restored. Does that mean... is it over? Is Miraak defeated? It was Miraak who threatened Solstheim. With him gone, Hermamora has been foiled once again. Tell me though, my father's death, was it necessary? Was there no other way to destroy Miraak? Then, it was the Allmaker's will, as he said. I know I should not doubt it, but it is good to hear all the same. Thank you. One more thing, Skaal friend, if you will. I know it is not my place, but may I offer a word of advice, of warning? As shaman of the Skaal, I am charged with the spiritual well-being of my people. While you are not of the Skaal, you are Skaal friend, and so I give you this warning. Hermamora forced you to serve him in order to defeat Miraak. Do not let him lure you further down that path. The Allmaker made you Dragonborn for a higher purpose. Do not forget that. Walk with the Allmaker, Skaal friend.